I have some wonderful news to tell you guys. If you are new to my channel, I'm going to give you a quick little update of what I'm doing here. I have purchased some land in Colorado, 1 acre to be exact, and I have put down a platform deck and have put up a really nice canvas tent on it. And I have been enjoying the summer months, mostly on the weekends, living here in the mountains. I have been enjoying this property with my daughters, with my friends, and it's truly made it feel like home to me by being here, that I want to expand my lot just one more acre. So the 2 lots that are adjacent to this property are both 1 acre, the same size as my lot here. So I kind of was deciding like which one that I wanted. I have more mountain views on this side, and there's more woods on this side. So what I did is I went to the county and I got the name of the neighbor that is on more of a mountain view look, which is on this side, and got his address. And was really nervous, but I ended up writing him a really nice letter and basically saying, you know, hey, I'm a new neighbor of yours up in the mountains, and you know, maybe if you come by, you know, come over and say hi. And I said that if you were looking to sell your lot, I would be looking to purchase your lot. And I'd said some stuff about my daughters and some of my plans out here, and put a stamp on it, send it regular snail mail. So in the letter that I sent, I also included my email address and my phone number. And so now it was just the waiting game, and I needed to wait around for this person to contact me back. You know, if they would contact me back, I don't really know. But to my surprise, they contacted me back right away, and they contacted me back over email and thanked me for the really nice letter. He was so sweet and so nice. We ended up talking on the phone for probably a good 45 minutes, just talking about what our dreams are and what we plan on doing. And he had plans for this land as well, and he was going to build on it, but some things have changed and he's not going to build on it now. But it was just a really cool conversation. And we also were talking about, we got some other letters in the mail. I get letters in the mail all the time asking to purchase my land, and a lot of times it's as low as $500 from some bank somewhere. It says, I'll purchase your land for $500. And he and I both laughed about that too. And again, we're just both shared a lot of what our goals are and our dreams are going forward in our life. So he oh, excuse the squirrel behind me. He's upset about something, I'm sure. Probably because I'm in his area. Or in Pookie's corner, actually. This is Madison's little area. So we talked a little bit more. A great conversation. And he was telling me that his wife really doesn't come up to the mountains that much. And when he comes up here, he just comes up here on his own. And we just kind of, again, talked about our dreams, and then he said, well, why don't we meet up? So I met up with him at a Starbucks, and, you know, we talked about, again, you know, just the pricing of it. He basically said, name your price. What do you want to pay for it? And, you know, at first you get that, and you're like, oh, I got to think about it. I did go lower than what I purchased the other acre for, because I would have been fine with just 1 acre. You know, I looked at my bank account, And so I offered him a price. He took a couple days to talk with his wife about it and decide if that was what they wanted. And I am excited to say that they took me up on the offer. So I want to give you guys a little talking tour of my property, to give you an idea of what my 2 acres look like. I'm not going to walk the entire circle, but I'm going to walk from one end to the other end and show you where my land stopped and what I just added to the land. So, okay, so they have pins in the ground here. There's a pin somewhere in here. It's about 10 feet from my driveway, so it's probably right around there. And it goes off this way. Now my property is a rectangle. So, see if I draw it out. So each acre is a rectangle, and we're only on the shorter side of that rectangle. It goes further in. So again, the rectangle, it's the longer side, is that way. So we're just on the 2 shorter sides here. So that's what we're gonna walk. So again, my pin is there, and now we are going to go ahead and walk to the other area. Now, I'm creating a trail here. It's called Coda. It's a little harder than I thought to create a trail with all this grass around. I actually have to cut into the grass with a shovel and everything, so we're trying to do the same path, and eventually it will probably just wear it down. But we don't walk out here as much. Okay, so let me show you. There's the road right up there, and we'll kind of walk down here. And again, the guy was really excited too, because he was thinking of selling the land anyways. He just wasn't sure when he was going to do it. So it was really easy for him. Sorry about the wind, guys. It's a little windy when you get into the meadow area here. But it was really easy for him because he already had a buyer. So I told him, I said, you know, I don't think we need a realtor. I said, I think we could do this on our own. And he's like, you know what, I think you're right. I said, it saves you money, and I can get the land a lot faster. Okay, oops, I already passed my acre. I'm on his acre, or now my acre. See that tree right here? So there's a road, and it's right where the tree stopped, is right there. That is where my acre stopped. And again, my driveway is just right there, so it's really not that much. That is one part of my acre, so I have added to it, and I'm coming along here, and I'll tell you when we stop. So we did this whole purchase without a realtor. I said, well, let's use a title company, and we just use a popular, I think it was Fidelity or something like that. We used a title company. I wrote a check. 2 weeks later, I got the land. So happy, and I'm so happy to share this with you guys too, because I haven't been saying anything, because it just hasn't been in my videos. I haven't had the opportunity to say anything in the videos. So you'll see this rock right here. I'm actually going to make like a cairn out of it. But if you go straight up to the road right there, that is the other pin is right there. So now I own from that rock, and I'm going to walk over to it, and I'm going to turn around, and you can kind of see where my driveway, my car is. I think you can see my car in there. Oh, it's right over there. So to me, this is, I mean, it's only 2 acres. But it's huge for me. Like, I'm like, this is huge. This would be in the city. I don't know how many homes or how many people would be living here. But it is beautiful. I have, let me show you. I have a mountain view back here. A bit. There's some trees in the way, I know. But there's a bunch of mountains right here, and it's really pretty. It just doesn't do justice on the camera. It is so pretty. And I just love it. It's right next to my acre, so it looks the exact same. It has a little bit more meadow to it. And I'm gonna kind of back up a little bit. Mine has a little bit more trees. Again, it's only an acre. I'm getting up here in the wind. It can get windy when you're not in the trees. Isn't that cool? I just love it. There's Rocky's eating something, I'm sure. And you can kind of see the mountains right there. But it is so pretty. And we've expanded our trail to go into this land now. So we have at least 20 minutes of hiking on the land. And again, you're doing a lot of little wanderings around. And oh, Rocky, no, don't eat that. But to me, it is so worth it to have this extra acre. I mean, in my dream, I would want to have 35 acres or something, you know? But we can't always get what we want, and when we can't get what we want, we just kind of go for something else. Go for what you can afford. And that's what I did. And so my savings account is a bit low. Okay, so now you can see we're back to my trail signs, and we're back to my little trail system I have in here. And Madison chose to put her little area, her Pookie's corner, right over here. I'm kind of pointing at it, but you can't really tell with the trees. But it is just so pretty. So he did say that he has camped on the land before. He has camped on the land before. And so this little wood stack, which you probably have seen in some videos, this little wood stack is his wood stack. These are some logs that he cut up. He was planning on building here, but found that he just didn't have the time, the energy, and I think sometimes the funds are involved in that as well. So he's really excited that I'm doing something with the land, and he can see my excitement when I went to purchase it, and it's just beautiful. So now I'm at the area where my land stopped. So my land actually stopped here, so everything from this side over was his, and then from this side was mine. And Kyla has put her little area inside the old acre, and now we have a nice new acre. So I know you guys are going to ask, so I'm going to tell you what I bought the acre for. Again, I bought my first acre for $12,000. They were asking, I think it was $17,000, and I countered them down to $12,000. This acre, he told me to name my price. He purchased that acre for $10,000. And I think, oh God, I'm not sure how many years ago he did. I think, I'm going to only guess, guys, but I think he's only had that for like 7 or 8 years would be my guess, but I'm not 100% sure. But not too long. And he purchased that for $10,000, and then I offered him $8,500. And he took my offer. He didn't counter or anything like that, which was really great, because I told him, I said, that's all I got. It was kind of like a take it or leave it thing. There was no room for counter. I don't do debt. And what I mean by that, I do have a mortgage on my house in the city, but I pay off all my credit card bills. I own my car. I don't have any debt at all. So this land was important to me to make sure I pay cash for it, because having to pay another mortgage would not be something that would be in my dream. It would be, this is something I want to own, which is nice because I own it, you know. I'm like, this is mine. It's not the bank's, you know, like my house in the city, it's mostly the bank. But like this tree's mine, you know, and I pay taxes on this land every year. So my taxes did go up because I added another acre to it. So, and I think I pay about $180 a year for taxes per acre. So it is that definitely went up. And I'll have to try to find a way to get that. But it's possible I can. You know, I always pick up little side jobs here and there with my work. So I should be able to, I should be just fine with that. And it is something that I use. It's something I come here all the time. I'm posting a lot of backpacking videos and stuff like that. So a lot of my trips are not expensive trips, not expensive vacations. I come here for vacation. I'm not going to some tropical island and hanging out. I'm coming here. So like my backpacking trip, I think I mentioned in there that the entire trip cost me $128 for 6 days. And I had my girls half the time. So, and that includes gas. So this is the, you know, by doing something like this, you could still be on vacation and you're not spending as much. Now, of course, I did spend $12,000 on an acre and another $8,500 on an acre. You know, and you add those two together, that's a lot of money, and that would be a lot of trips to tropical islands. But this, to me, is completely worth it. It's in my home state, and I can come here whenever I want. I don't have to jump on a plane. I just love it. I really do. I think this was a wonderful decision that I made to expand by one more acre. I got to be careful not to keep trying to buy, because actually there was 4 more acres down this way that was for sale as well. God, it was tempting. They were going for, I think it was $10,000 an acre, somewhere around there. And you know, it was tempting to buy that, but I was just, I got to be done. You know, again, no debt. No debt. That's my goal. So you guys, thanks for joining my journey and watching this video. And I was looking forward to sharing this with you, that now Spirit Forest is 2 acres instead of 1. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.